Hello and welcome back to Let's Play Trudograd with me, BringItDon. Now let's talk to this guy. The white-haired accordionist dances to his elderly instrument's melody. An open accordion case sits nearby, with a tiny pile of donations from the public. Everybody dance now. Hey, hey, hey. Everybody dance now. I thought the musician a ruble. He was shining coin into the accordion case. The musician bows his thanks without pausing in his playing. I can answer a few general questions. The accordion player smiles widely, lets his instrument dangle from the belt on his shoulder. Anything for cash, that's my motto. Get this hungry musician out. I'll thank you with a talk. What's your name at least? Call me Ivan Doe. It's not a real name. That's what the folks who first gave me shelter decided to call me. I don't remember any other nicknames, if I had any, so it's my first and only. Are you a pro musician? The musician's expression suddenly turns grim. He scratches his chin while trying to conjure up a proper reply to your question. Heck if I know. Maybe I am a professional. Maybe I ain't. See, 3 years ago, I drank some spoiled booze, and bashed my poor head in. Because when I woke up, I remember nothing about my life or job, not even my name, as if I had just been born into this world. I tried to find clues to my past for several weeks, until I saw this accordion lying in a garbage heap. My fingers settled on the buttons, and I started to play. I played so good, all the hobos gathered round and started clapping and stomping in time, just like a jamboree. Where I was before the blackout, I was a chump if I didn't play for people like I do now. What about Trudograd? Can you tell me something about the city? Since I found my calling in life, I only leave the docks to go to the market or take a hike in the outskirts. The streets are very dangerous nowadays. The bandits do whatever they feel like, and the drunkards regularly assault simple travelers. But sometimes you get to meet traveling salesmen. Their prices are always very reasonable. I could report on any interesting rumors. Why do you need rumors? Advice is better than hearsay. Listen, you get offered protection. Take it, or it'll bite you in the butt later on. Respect the Guangzhou. If you're a smooth talker, try to avoid their missions. The jobs they offer aren't worth the risk. I see. Can we change the subject? Ivan nods and continues playing some vaguely familiar melody. A musician is a novel sight nowadays. How's work treating you? The street musician is lost in thought for a few moments, and he pats the worn keyboard of his instrument. Quite good, actually. Sweet melodies of the accordion touch something in the wandering souls who pass through these docks. Every time a ship arrives, a crowd of merchants and sailors forms, throwing cash or ciggies in my case. Even the bandits in the Guangzhou are pretty easy on extorting my profits. The only problem I have right now is this boil in my stomach. It's growing larger by the day. It stings like hell when I accidentally bump it against my accordion. I wish I had enough to see the doctor, or get some ointment. Now let me take a closer look at that thing. I'm pretty good at taking care of myself. Maybe I can help you. You do something like that for free. Listen, if you're serious about helping, please take a look. Your eyes are younger than mine. Maybe you can spot what's going on in there. The accordionist smiles widely and hooks up his shirt to reveal a pasty white belly, thick with rough black hair. In the center of the man's stomach is a huge blister of boil, about to burst with pus. It's partly split, and looks infected. Whistle with surprise. How did you manage to get like this? I must have gotten bit at some point, I suppose. Vermin run amok on the docks, even when it's cold out. Yeah, let's clean the wound using a medkit. The man twitches, screams and cringes at the procedure, but manages to stay in one place until you're finished. Use up your whole medkit draining the pus, disinfecting the wound, and applying bandages. When you pull the man's shirt back down, it's much less swollen than before. For all you know, it might even heal. I already feel much better. Crap, man. Use up a whole medkit on some lowlife you just met. Listen, I can't let you go without a reward. I just can't. That accordionist pulls out a huge key on a chain. Judged by its weird, otherworldly shape, it must fit a specific, very complex lock. Check this trinket out. I've been carried around my neck ever since I woke up 3 years ago, after suffering some kind of memory loss. I don't know what it's for, but maybe you'll find out. It turns out to unlock some treasure. You'll have me to thank for it. Thanks. Take the mysterious key. Here you go. Despite it being useless, it has an intricate construction. And it might come in handy one day. I just feel it. By the way, as you dealt with that boil thing on my stomach, could you maybe also cure the itch on my chest? Without waiting for an answer, the man hikes up his top even higher to display his pasty, hairy chest. No matter how hard you look, you see nothing unusual. Even if you wanted to help him out again, you can't locate the source of his itching problem. Before you open your mouth to deny his request, however, you notice something of a non-medical nature. He has a tiny tattoo made up of simple lines and shapes. A Boy Scout horn plugged with something like a cork. I can't find the source of your itch, but could you tell me about your tattoo? You noticed that, huh? It's so small and faded now. I have no idea what it's supposed to be. A horn of some kind, I suppose. But it tells me nothing of my forgotten past. I probably got it done when I was young and drunk, or because I like the symbol for some reason. But what does it mean? Beats me. People have said they've seen it on doors and walls in the most dangerous quarters of the city. Don't know whether that's true, though. Well, come on, man. Can you remember anything about it at all? Sorry, but no. I remember nothing about my life before the last 3 years. And this tat is much older than 3 years. I got it before my brain broke down. Please, try to understand. So be it. Can I ask you a few general questions? And that's it. Well, here you go for the chat. The one ruble in his accordion case. Nods your thanks. Alright. So I got 72 experience the first time I gave him rubles. Only 1 the second time, so you can't sit there and abuse that mechanic. Alright, mysterious key. Hefty key of a peculiar shape. You would have never guessed this thing actually was a key. You weren't told that as you received it. Well, I assume that'll come in handy later. Alright, we're gonna take a tour of the docks and loot everything that we can. If we see any more isolated NPCs like the accordion player, then we will stop and have a chat. All the busy, bustling buildings we'll save for later. Alright, so there was a box inside this building here. I don't see a way to get inside this building. Unless it's through this door over here. Oh no, there's a door right there. Now you stop outside the security door to the warehouse. Should you knock, try to open it, or your thinking is interrupted by a tiny window opening in the middle of the door. A pair of menacing eyes peers out at you. This is private property. Scram. Can I come in? No. Get out here before I shoot you in your nosy face. You're good. Streetwise is back. Listen here, you mook. Who do you think you're yakking at? I'm the original G, foo. Go see if you can find some kids weak enough to be scared of your tough talk. Original G my butt. What's inside, huh? Not your business. Wait, what don't you understand about the word scram? Shrug and leave. Alright, I'm sure we'll be back here later for something. Can't keep me out forever. Mr. Lee's salon. Fish on a hook. Well, that's some fish. Alright, I guess we'll go check out the fish on a hook then, and speak to the sailor beside it. Nice catch. The person before you looks very lively, a bit too young for an old salty dog with a deep blue salt sea. He sniffs loudly, gives your hand a firm, friendly shake. Hey there, buddy. Captain Sinbadov at your service. And you are? Shake his hand. My name is... Sinbadov's handshake is calloused and firm. Donnie. Welcome to the docks, Donnie. Why the fancy greeting? No reason. And see no hobo or druggie. So I decided to meet and greet you. Who knows? Maybe we'll even work together one day. I see. Can you answer a few questions for me? Sure. Ask away. What are you doing here? I'm drying my fishing gear and waiting for new contracts. What did you expect? Life without the sea is empty and dark for me. But I need a reason to set sail. Tell me about the docks. Since these Guangzhou fellows started running things, I'll have to worry about the safety of my ship at least. Before they arrived, robberies and even arson were commonplace on the docks. What do you do here? Nope, already read that. Tell me about Trudograd. This is the city where your dreams can come true. Well, if rat meat, Paramex, and watermelon tincture is what you dream about. Have you heard any rumors? Captain Charlie approaches you. Listen, the sailors have been spreading this rumor. If you go to that mermaid statue and rub her, it fills his lungs and speaks while exhaling. Oops. Then you'll be blessed with great fortune. Never tried it myself, but I have proof that it works. Okay. Let's go try it. Can't interact with it right now. Oh, let's go to the salon. Where's this guy going? Get back here. Let me pass. Alright. I'll walk in my heels. A scraggy man in a garish silk shirt eyes you up and down, and slaps a tattered deck of pre-war playing cards on the table. Have you come to challenge Ruslan Lee the Lucky, or did one of my little assistants send you? I just wanted to ask some questions. Why not? Shoot. Where are you from, Ruslan? I have no homeland, for I was born on the open road. My mother was a traveling circus performer, my father a long-haul trucker from Harbin. They met during their travels, and gave birth to me, Ruslan the Lucky, endowed with two great skills. One, I'm good at cards, and the other, Guangzhou gang tolerates me and my little business on their territory. What do you do here? Apart from gambling? Nothing, because I don't have to. And what can you tell me about Trudograd? I haven't been here that long myself, but it's not a bad place, especially compared to some other holes out there. In Borisabad, I nearly had my eyes gouged out. You know why? Apparently I looked askance at someone. No, really. There's a law against looking askance, and the punishment is getting your eyes poked out. I was barely able to save myself. I got any rumors to share? As a great fan of the mutant hunter Rivlin of Silesia, I have been waiting for him to visit this city. But alas, since the bullets of his silver AK-47 aren't armor-piercing, he can't handle the local fauna. I suppose that's why he stays away. Or at least that's what the haters say. Okay, let's change the subject. What challenge are you talking about? Or sorry, as you wish. How about a game? Come on, challenge me. Then what challenge are you talking about? You really don't know what I do. Or are you just deaf and blind? The sign above my door, the cards in my hand. I'm inviting you to a round of nuclear blackjack. It's a very popular game. Outside Trudograd, that is. But still. Tell me the rules. We make our bets, then we each draw a card. Every card has a certain point value. Whoever scores 21 points, or closest to 21 without going over, is the winner. If you score more than 21, or less than your opponent, you lose. One more thing. Aces are worth 11 points. The King 4, the Queen 3, the Jack 2. No other cards are used. Get it? Simple. What do you take for bets? Cash only. I don't need any more clothes. I don't feel like taking a trip to the pawn shop every time I win. Money bets are nice and easy. So if you're thinking about putting a vital body part on the table, or philosophical concept like some loonies do, think again. I got it. Let's play nuclear blackjack. Sure. Do you remember the rules, or should I spell them out again? I do. Feel the cards. Wait, I like to play for money. What do you want to stake? 20 rubles, 50, or 100? I bet 20 rubles. You both make your bets. The man begins rapidly shuffling his shabby cards. The game begins. Start the game. Your opponent has drawn his cards. Now it's your turn. King. His Majesty grants you 4 points. You now have 4 points. Draw a card. Jack. A saucy knave is good for 2 points. You now have 6. Alright, same thing. We have 8. We have 11. Or sorry, Queen. She's worth 3. Of course. Yeah, turn your cards over. Your opponent has 18. You, however, went bust. You lose. That's fine. Alright, let's change the subject. As you wish. But how about a game? Come on, challenge me. At first you thought your assistants sent me. Who are they? Local mudlarks. I paid them to start a rumor I was looking for help to deal with some thug. Those little bastards probably just took the money and ran away. Anyway, now that you know about my assignment, maybe you're willing to help. Sure. Tell me where to go and what exactly you need done. I like how you get right to business. That shows experience. There's this dummy loafing around the brothel, what the locals call the cigar room. His name is Prokhor Mormishkin. I need to terminate our business relationship. Deal with this bit of red tape quietly. For example, you lure him to some unlit alley. For your services, you get the 1,200 rubles he's been leaning on me for. Yeah, deal? Shake hands in a businesslike manner. Deal. Perfect. Now go to the brothel where this pig, Prokhor Mormishkin, likes to loaf around. Take him someplace out of the way and explain that he shouldn't bother me anymore. Like that. Ruslan Lee adopts a combat stance, starts slapping the air with his fingers outspread, as if beating off an invisible opponent. Okay, but first, let's discuss something else. Alright, for starters, I want to talk about Peter Nechiev and his debt, or Nekiev. Man scratches his close-cut head as he thinks. Peter Nekiev. Let me think. Isn't he the one who owes me his mother's ticker? Yes, he is. Good grief. Weren't for you, I'd never have remembered. But now, obviously, the debt has to be paid. Did he bring the heart? Of course. Here's his mother's very real heart. Hand him a pig's heart. Man previously looks over the slimy pig's heart and passes it back, looking at you as if you just dropped his favorite deck of cards in the latrine. Are you trying to pass a pig's heart off as a human one? That's the oldest trick. Sorry, that's the oldest trick in card game history. Bring her real heart. Wait just an Azerbaijani minute here. Did you call Peter Nekiev's mother a pig? Man's eyes dart around, looking for eavesdroppers. The idea that he would insult someone's mother hits home. God forbid. A mother is sacred. It's just that, well, you gave me a pig's heart, so I called it a pig's heart. Peter's mother is beyond any doubt a wonderful woman. Will remain one until he brings her heart to me. I cannot read today. Because a gambling debt is also sacred. Look closer, friend. This is the very real heart of a very real mother, I swear. Ruslan Lee looks doubtful, but takes another look at the pig's heart, which is already beginning to stink. Then he looks back at you, and finally somewhere in the vicinity of your boots. When he finally speaks, his voice sounds far less certain. Well, crap. I'm not 100% confident. You sound pretty convincing. But you're really sure this is his mother's heart? Sure as someone can be of anything in this topsy-turvy world. Okay, I'll take your word for it, mate. I just need to find a customer. Good luck with that. I need to go. See you later. Alright, we can go and turn this into Peter real fast. Forgot exactly where he's at. He's at the tavern. Perfect. Oh, we're a little hungry. Let's eat. There we go. Some lettuce. Nope, this isn't the right guy. It's this guy. Kappa's card player Nekiev massages his temples nervously. Seeing you, he says in a small voice. Well, spill it. Any new developments? The only thing I can say about your debt. Peter swallows down the dread clogging up his throat. I sorted out with Ruslan. Did you really? Does that mean I'm free? This is too good to be true. Guess who's gonna make a fortune selling a pig's heart? Who? Finally the penny drops. Peter grabs your shoulder and asks, his eyes bulging. Wait, is it true? But how is that possible? How could he have bought the oldest trick in the history of gambling debts? You're... good grief. You're my guardian angel. Genius. Hero. A wonderful fellow. I know, I know. You're welcome. Actually, you know what? I'll listen quietly. A wonderful fellow, a master of persuasion, wordsmith, my sworn brother. Thank you. Thank you so much. Peter burst into hysterical sobs while casting loving glances at you and his mother. Her heart is now safe from anything except age-related muscle atrophy and atrial fibrillation. Cool. So how about that lesson you mentioned? Of course. Forgive me if my hands are trembling. Here, take this. It's my last deck. After training you, I'll burn it. Watch closely. Immensely cheered by his miraculous reprieve, Nekiev demonstrates a variety of tricks with unexpected speed and skill. You can sense your card skills improving as you observe. Now watch his hands closely. You didn't waste 30 minutes of your life in vain. Now you know much more about gambling. Now you now know. How useful this is remains to be seen. Okay, that's it. Hope you learned something. And thanks again. From me and Mama. Right. Thank you, but I have to go. I mean, 15 points, that's a huge upgrade. Especially considering I don't have a lot of gambling to begin with. You approach a gang of brutish men wearing tire armor. They seem rather busy throwing nuts and bolts tied to dirty socks into the windows of long-abandoned newspaper kiosk. State your business, civilian, but do not approach the contaminated object, their leader calmly states. Despite the weirdness of the situation, you decide to spread Vasilisa's printed ads to the crowd. But what approach should you take? Let's ask, why are they throwing bolts tied to socks into the kiosk? Ganya Tramadol, our stalker friend, decided to spend the night in this here building. Come morning, only a skeleton was left of him. The locals say the rats got him in the night, but we know better. A dangerous anomaly called the Crystal Slipper is active in this zone of the city. Don't worry, we'll chase it off. We have enough scrap metal and rags, that is, says the commander of the stalkers with worry in his voice. Alright, spread the leaflets telling the man all sorts of pre-war scrap and loot will be available in the store. What the heck, civilian? Can you see we're stalkers? Sighs the leader of the bunch, after hiding the leaflets you gave him into his backpack, without even looking at them. But we specialize in finding pre-war stuff for free. We never buy it. Although, these ads will do great as toilet paper, so thank you. We'll see. They said if they needed bolts and socks, I assume pre-war scrap is what they were after. I guess because their friend was a stalker, I should have assumed that they were stalkers. I feel like I didn't get that wrong. With that said, the gang returns to their strange activity. The leaflets were wasted for naught. They weren't moved one bit. Is that it for the quest, though? I don't see her quest. Oh, here it is. Alright, nothing new to say about Peter there. Alright, next we'll talk to... No, that's Big Bow. We've already spoken to Big Bow. There's a guy right there. We sneak into the back. There's a junk back here. I assume this is the Guangzhou headquarters, but they haven't... Oh, there's a window right there. My bad. Alright, let's talk to this guy. The slim-hit muscular man watches your every move, like the mighty hawk, as if waiting for you to do something dishonorable. Perhaps he's not wrong in his suspicions. Hey, can I ask you a couple questions? Not in the mood, Lao Wai. Very well. A grim-looking bearded man sighs wearily as you walk up to him again. I'm busy here, Lao Wai. Go pester someone else. Wave to him and leave. Oh darn. Someone else to talk to in there. That's fair. Dry cleaning. Alright, but what if I try stealthing up? Would like that healing. Perfect. Probably can't loot this one. We'll try. Yeah, that's what I figured. Alright. Always worth a shot. Okay, I'm going to call the episode here. The next one will speak to this woman, and we'll continue around the docks, meeting and greeting everybody, see what other quests we can get. Or complete, and just keep on trekking. But for now, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one.